Good Morning, Vietnam is a 1987 American war comedy film written by Mitch Markowitz and directed by Barry Levinson. Set in Saigon in 1965, during the Vietnam War, the film stars Robin Williams as a radio DJ on Armed Forces radio service, who proves hugely popular with the troops, but infuriates his superiors with what they call his irreverent tendency. The story is loosely based on the experiences of AFRS radio DJ Adrian Cronauer. Most of Williams' radio broadcasts were improvised. Williams was nominated for an Academy Award for Best Actor in a Leading Role. The film is number 100 on AFI's 100 Years a 100 Laughs. Plot: in 1965, Airman Second Class Adrian Cronauer arrives in Saigon from Crete to work as a DJ for Armed Forces radio service. Cronauer is greeted by Private First Class Edward Montesquieu Garlic. Cronauer's irreverence contrasts sharply with many staff members and soon rouses the ire of two of his superiors, Second Lieutenant Stephen Hawke and Sergeant Major Philip Dickerson. Hawke adheres to strict Army guidelines in terms of humor and music programming, while Dickerson is annoyed by Cronauer's behavior in general. However, Brigadier General Taylor and the other DJs quickly grow to like the new man and his brand of comedy. Cronauer's show consists of unpredictable humor segments mixed with news updates and rock and roll records that are frowned upon by his superiors. Cronauer meets Trinh, a Vietnamese girl, and follows her to an English class. Bribing the teacher to let him take over the job, Cronauer starts instructing the students in the use of American slang. Once class is dismissed, he tries to talk to Trinh but is stopped by her brother Tuan. Instead, Cronauer befriends Tuan and takes him to Jimmy Wa's, the local GI bar, to have drinks with Garlic and the station staff. Two other soldiers, angered at Tuan's presence, initiate a confrontation that Cronauer escalates into a brawl. Dickerson reprimands Cronauer for this incident, but his broadcasts continue as before. While relaxing in Jimmy Wa's one afternoon, he is pulled outside by Tuan moments before the building explodes, killing two soldiers and leaving Cronauer badly shaken. The cause of the explosion is determined to be a bomb. The news is censored, but Cronauer locks himself in the studio and reports it anyway. Dickerson cuts off the broadcast and Cronauer is suspended. Hawke takes over his shows, but his poor attempts at comedy and insistence on playing polka music lead to a flood of letters and phone calls from servicemen who demand that Cronauer be put back on the air. In the meantime, Cronauer spends his time drinking and pursuing Trinh, only to be rebuffed at every attempt. At the radio station, Taylor intervenes on Cronauer's behalf, ordering Hawke to reinstate him, but Cronauer refuses to go back to work. Garlic's and Cronauer's vehicle becomes stopped in a congested street amidst a convoy of soldiers from the 1st Infantry Division, who persuade him to do an impromptu broadcast for them before they go off to Nha Trang to fight. This incident reminds him why his job is important, and he soon returns to the air. Dickerson devises a ploy to get rid of Cronauer by sending him and Garlic to interview soldiers in the field, knowing that the only road into the area, a highway to an unregistered trademark C, is controlled by the Viet Cong. Their jeep is blown off the road by a mine and they are forced to hide in the jungle from the VC patrols. In Saigon, Tuan, who learns of their trip after Cronauer fails to show up for English class, steals a van and drives off after them. He finds them, but the van breaks down and they must flag down a Marine helicopter to take them back to the city. At the station, Dickerson confronts Cronauer, declaring he is now off the air for good. His friend Tuan is revealed as a VC operative who was responsible for the bombing of Jimmy Wa's. Dickerson has arranged for an honorable discharge, provided Cronauer leaves quietly. General Taylor arrives and informs Cronauer that, regrettably, he cannot help him since his friendship with Tuan would place the reputation of the U.S. Army at risk. After Taylor leaves, Cronauer asks Dickerson why he engineered his dismissal. Dickerson openly admits his personal dislike for Cronauer, his sense of humor, and his style of broadcasting. After Cronauer leaves, Taylor casually informs an astonished Dickerson that he is being transferred to Guam, presumably as a punishment for his vendetta against Cronauer. The next day, On his way to the airport, Cronauer sets up a quick softball game with the students from his English class. As he boards the plane, he gives Garlic a taped farewell message. Garlic taking Cronauer's place as DJ plays the tape on the air the next morning. It begins with a yell of "Goodbye, Vietnam," and runs through a few of Cronauer's impressions before ending with his wish that everyone will get home safely. Cast. Production. In 1979, Adrian Cronauer pitched a sitcom based on his experiences as an AFRS DJ. TV networks were not interested, however, because they did not see war as comedy material, even though one of the most popular shows at the time was MASH. Cronauer then revamped his sitcom into a script for a movie of the week, which eventually got the attention of Robin Williams. Very little of Cronauer's original treatment remained after writer Mitch Markowitz was brought in. The film was shot in Bangkok, Thailand. Awards and honors. Robin Williams was awarded a Golden Globe Award for Best Performance by an Actor in a Motion Picture, Comedy Musical, and an American Comedy Award for Funniest Actor in a Motion Picture. He was also nominated for a Best Actor Academy Award, a Best Actor BAFTA Award, and a Sam Jordi Award in Barcelona for Best Foreign Actor. Forrest Whitaker was awarded a Sam Jordi Award for Best Foreign Actor for his work on this film and Bird. Alex North was awarded the ASCAP Award for the film's original music. The film won the Political Film Society Award for Peace, and was nominated for a Best Sound BAFTA Award. In 2000, the film was included in the American Film Institute's list of the 100 funniest American movies during 100 years, AFI's 100 years. 100 Laughs. Soundtrack. The soundtrack album included only the songs indicated with an asterisk above. It was certified platinum in the U.S. Louis Armstrong's What a Wonderful World was released as a single because of the film and reached position 32 on the U.S. Top 40, 20 years after its original release. References. External links. Good Morning, Vietnam at the Internet Movie Database. Good Morning, Vietnam at the TCM Movie Database. Good Morning, Vietnam at AllMovie. Good Morning, Vietnam at Rotten Tomatoes. Good Morning, Vietnam at Box Office Mojo. Good Morning Vietnam at The Numbers.